Hey everybody, it's Jim Palmer, the Newsletter Guru, and I am committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster. This might be a first. We are actually coming to you from inside my car. Look at this. I am inside my car. There's the Toby there. I'm shooting, and the hatch is covering the camera. We came out here to walk around the lake, and all of a sudden, like within 5 minutes, it got dark and it started raining. I don't know if you can hear the thunder. It's thundering up there, but anyway, I wanted to shoot this episode, and I said, you know what, the show must go on. So I'm just going to sit here, got my my monopod, I'm just going to sit here in my car, in the back of my car, and we're going to start talk about taking a shot. And this is going to be, I don't know, a little bit different of an episode, aside from being inside my car. I want to give a shout out to a new friend of mine. His name is John Lee Dumas, and John Lee created, coming up on a year, I think in August, it'll be a year, he created a podcast called Entrepreneur on Fire, and it is having booming success. I mean, every show is getting downloaded. Shh, you're breathing too loud. Every show is getting downloaded about 200,000 times. I interviewed John Lee for an episode of Stick Like Glue Radio, so I'm going to point that URL to you. You should definitely listen to this. John Lee totally opened up. He pulled back the curtain on his business, described how he does his podcast. He even describes how he makes money at it. It is his only job, and he makes a very nice living. And he even told us how much he's making, which was incredible. I mean, very transparent. And then, a couple of weeks ago, John Lee interviewed me for Entrepreneur on Fire. And this guy is one skilled interviewer. He asked me some questions, got me to open up in a very personal way. So that was a very good interview. So I'm going to put the URL to that one right here. So you should definitely check out my interview on Entrepreneur on Fire. Now, let me tell you a little bit about why I'm so impressed with John Lee. So John Lee is about, I think he's 33 years old, he told me, and I relayed my story about being laid off and then the unemployment and the cancer and how 9/11 impacted me. And then he said when 9/11 happened, he was a senior in college, ROTC, and then he was actually, he got into the Army as a commissioned officer. He was I believe he led an armored platoon division in Iraq. So, I mean, my hat's off to him. Thank you very much for your service, John Lee. But then when he got out of the service, he tried a few different things. And but he was very, very kind of bitten with the entrepreneurial bug, and he wanted to learn about entrepreneurship. And he loved interviews, he loved listening to podcasts, and he said, boy, I'd really like to interview some successful entrepreneurs, and that's kind of how his whole journey started. And then John Lee did a couple things which I thought were very, very smart, so there's some big lessons here for you. John Lee then went and invested in himself, and he went and hired a coach. He went and hired somebody to teach him how to do podcasts and have a little bit of the fine-tuning of his entrepreneurial mindset. Then the other thing he did is he started investing. He started going to some live events. I think the first one he said he went to, boy, I wonder if wow, it's pretty loud. The first one I think he went to was Blog World, and that's where he got to meet and hang out with a lot of the famous entrepreneurs and successful business owners that he wanted to interview. So that was very good. Again, putting the cart before the horse, financially speaking, but it's very good. You have to do that when you're starting out. And so he launched his podcast. He's got a very kind of formulaic way that he does it. It's very well scripted. The other thing he does, my hat's off to him, is he's very, very consistent. John Lee does an interview every single day of the week, so you know, well, is it coming out Monday, Wednesday, is it coming out one day a week or whatever, but there's an interview every single day of the week. He interviews somebody, and he's interviewed some very, very, some big names, moi included. But anyway, so I wanted to tell you that because I did a posting to Facebook. My success tip this morning was you got to take a shot. You just can't sit there. You got to make sure your entrepreneurial mindset is right. In other words, don't be waiting for your big break, your kind of where's the lottery ticket that I'm supposed to be winning because I've been doing this for so long. You got to create your business, create your future, take action, implement, be consistent, be willing to put the cart before the horse, and take your shot, just like John Lee Dumas did. And so again, my hat's off to John Lee. Thank you for your service to our country, buddy. Thank you for having me on your show. Thank you for coming on my show. And folks, I want you to check out Entrepreneur on Fire. It's an amazing podcast. There's tons and tons of information. What are you staring at, Toby? Hey, look at Toby. He's just staring at me like, what in the world are we doing in this car? We came here to walk. Hey, we'll hang out for a little while, and if we can walk, we'll walk. If not, we'll go for a walk later, buddy. All right, so that's my lesson. That's my probably a little bit abbreviated episode of Stick Like Glue Radio. be sure to check out entrepreneuronfire.com. EOfire.com will get you there. Before the day's out, look for ways that you can add more value to what it is that you do for your customers, clients, and patients. When you keep adding value, keep finding ways to deliver more and higher quality product or services to what you're already offering your current core customers, they're going to go, holy crap, I like that already. Now it's even better, and they're going to stay longer. And we know, folks, that customers, clients, and patients that stay longer, they end up referring more and spending more with your company, and that's always a great thing. I think that's everything for Stick Like Glue Radio, for the podcast. Oh, before the day's out there, go do something nice for somebody. One random act of kindness at a time. If everybody does it, you included, this world's going to be a much nicer place. I really, really like that. So this is, I believe, the first episode for year 5 of Newsletter Guru TV. Thanks again to everybody who sent in those wild testimonials and words of kindness to me. It really, really, caused me to get a little misty there. So many nice things. And if you missed that, go back in the episode probably right before this and check that out. About how powerful Stick Like Glue Radio is. Boy, you're awful loud here. And I think that's it. Until next time, next week, my name is Jim Palmer. I'm the host of Newsletter Guru TV, and I am committed to helping you build a more profitable business faster, and you take great care.